So, the question for today is, if you are injured in a car accident and you were rear-ended by the car behind you, does that driver have absolute liability because he rear-ended you, or can the driver somehow claim it was your fault? You want to know the answer to that question? Hear me out. Mike Bersani from the law firm of Michaels and Smolek, personal injury lawyers here in Central New York. Generally, in New York State, the law says that if a driver rear-ends the vehicle in front, there is an assumption or a presumption of negligence, that it was the fault of the rear-ending driver. So if you are rear-ended and you put into court the fact that you were rear-ended, you have made out what they call a prima facie case, meaning that you've made out enough evidence to win your case. However, the driver who rear-ended you can dispute that with evidence that there was some quote-unquote reasonable excuse or reasonable explanation for him rear-ending you. Now, what is a reasonable explanation for rear-ending you? If he or she says that your brake lights weren't working, for example, or that it was a very icy condition and there was no way that the driver could have known that there was ice there, no warning that there was going to be ice in that on the roadway there, or if there was some kind of a very sudden stop on your part, but that usually isn't enough. It has to be a sudden stop without warning under conditions that won't allow a reasonable driver to react in time to stop. Now, usually, the mere fact that the driver rear-ended you is proof that either A, he or she was following you too closely, or B, they weren't looking straight ahead. They weren't looking at you. They might have been distracted by something over here, or conversing on their phone or with someone next to them. They weren't paying attention. A driver always has a duty to look where they're going, to see what's there to be seen, and to pay attention. And also to keep a reasonable distance from the car in front. Almost all rear-end cases are won by the rear-ended driver. If you're injured in a rear-end collision, make sure you call Mike Bersani or Michaels and Smolek. We'll give you a free consultation, and then if you like what you hear and you want to hire us, perhaps you can come on in and we'll get going on your case. Thanks so much.